Hey guys, I'm Erica Davis. Welcome back to Her Corner. Now, some of you guys need to be reminded that fighting for your peace is also considered training, okay? And today's guest is a nurse practitioner who found her therapy in her boxing gloves. Now, what started as a personal outlet became the Untold. The Untold is a boxing-inspired brand reminding us all that everyone has a story to tell. For her, being, a boxer isn't just about fitness. It's about mental health. It's about strength. It's about healing. It's about self-love. Everyone, welcome with me, Michelle Sanchez. Okay, have a seat in her corner, which is now your corner.
Thank you.
Who are you? What do you do? Tell me about the highlight reel of Michelle.
I'm Michelle. I am a nurse practitioner. I got into boxing around COVID time, and then I've kind of fell in love with it like really quickly. It was very much so like an outlet for me, very therapeutic. About maybe like a year into it, I realized the deepness behind boxing, and it was more than just fitness to me. It was very like spiritual, emotional, mental health. And I created this brand called the Untold. And it kind of was just like my way of bringing everyone together in the boxing world, that regardless of whether you're a professional boxer, an amateur boxer, someone who just goes for fitness or for your own mental health, boxing is what brings you all together. That's something that brings everyone for the bond.
So you started boxing during COVID,
I did,
and
yeah.
you also started the Untold during COVID.
Yes.
Okay, so during COVID, I feel like we all were just like throwing stuff against the wall. We were just all doing whatever it was that we had to do to survive. How did you know that your newfound passion for boxing was going to like persist and last outside of that really weird time?
Because I realized that that was kinda like the only thing that really grounded me and made me feel, like, sane. I worked in the hospital during that time of COVID, and I was dealing with so much anxiety, people dying all around me, people so stressed, people wanting to leave work, and no longer wanting to work in the medical field. We went from being heroes to being people that people hated again.
Yes.
Um
Me though, I didn't hate you at all.
it was very, hot and cold all the time. It was hard to predict what was gonna happen, and the only thing that kept me sane at the end of the day or, like, kept me going throughout my day was, "I'm gonna go boxing after this," or I started my day boxing. That was kinda, like, just what kept me really grounded, um, and it was hard. Like, I had a lot of different emotional roller coasters, and boxing was, like, the best and most healthiest outlet for me. I knew that this was here to stay.
Okay, I admire that because again, a lot of us just threw some stuff against the wall, and now we're what, almost 6 years past COVID. And it's like, I was doing what?
Yeah.
I was doing that during COVID. Who was that girl? Okay, so how do you balance being a nurse practitioner and a business owner? Because the nurse practitioners that I know don't have a second to breathe because you literally are saving lives. How do
Right.
you juggle both of these things, and how are you excellent at both?
Honestly, I think I don't look at my brand as like a business. I look at it as more of like a passion. Luckily, it's been able to do really well for itself, and just the exposure and just the networking that I've made in like the small amount of time that I've been exposed to boxing has really helped me. The brand also speaks for itself a lot, which I'm really grateful for. And a lot of people like hear about it or see about it, and it touches them, which was kind of the point of the brand, was to find people to make them feel like this is something that they wanna be a part of, or they can connect with that. So honestly, like, my daily Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, kind of like, that's my stressful time, but any time before or after that has really just been boxing. And it's easy, like I said, I don't really have to put much effort into it. I'll randomly do some pop-ups at gyms.
And so this is the Untold brand is not just merch and like t-shirts. It's a community.
To me, it is, yeah.
Okay.
It's finding people who I call like the untold athletes,
Mhm.
right? And it's people who are just like either boxing coaches, or they're amateur fighters, or they're just people getting into point sparring. People that I want to represent because I feel like they are the brand. They come into this and they're boxing not because they want to be a professional fighter, but because it's their outlet. And finding those types of people have really been the brand. And yeah, that's the community.
Do you feel like is there an air of superiority in the boxing community where someone like me who's maybe boxed twice, but like, I want to box, and people are really, we don't want you. Is that kind of, culture a part of the boxing community? And if it is, like, are you turning it around and turning that on its head?
I honestly everywhere that I've boxed, I don't feel that. I think a lot of people, have found that they turn and come back to boxing again because the community of where they enter, whether whatever gym they go to or whatever way of exposure to boxing, that they found that the people around them are kind of on the same page. They all enjoy it. So I really don't feel like there is anything like that where it's like egos of like, oh, you're like a fake boxer.
Right, because I would definitely be a fake boxer,
Yeah.
heads up. But, I mean, I would commit to it, but I would feel like an imposter in the beginning. Mental health,
Mhm.
nurse practitioner, business owner, boxer. How do you balance, take care, self-care when it comes to mental health?
Honestly, working out.
Mhm.
It's been the best thing for me. I've had to really change my lifestyle to make working out a priority. There's a lot of people who say like, "Oh, my day is so busy, I don't
Right.
have time to work out." I make my schedule around my exercise.
How?
Sometimes you have to wake up at like 4 in the morning to be in the gym by 5.
Sure.
Sometimes you have to get home at 9 o'clock to be at the gym at 8. Like sometimes your days just either start earlier or later. But I notice that the days that I don't exercise or I don't move my body, I'm losing it.
You're losing it. Mentally, you're losing it?
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm losing my sanity. My patience is like a lot less with my patients, which isn't fair to them.
Mhm.
And I just feel like I feel better as a person. I'm more confident and I'm my best version when I am able to move my body.
It's your story to tell. That has become a motto for so many people. What story were you telling when you first created the brand? I know you said community, wanting to make people feel welcome, but personally, like what was the personal Michelle story that you felt like was the centerpiece of the creation of this?
That's a good question. So, the way that the brand actually started was the idea of the shirt and
Mhm.
what I wanted to do came before the name of the brand.
Okay.
And what I wanted to do was, which this is the first merch drop that I ever did, was Dear Boxing. And there was a lot of blank space on the back of the shirt. And at the very end, it was signed Thank You. So the blank space was supposed to represent your story. And so I called that the Untold. Everyone has their story that no one really knows about. So my story
Yeah,
is
I want to hear the listen. What is this story, Michelle? Let us all know for the first time.
I had always been such a happy person, and then COVID hit. All of a sudden, I dealt with anxiety,
Mm.
depression. I was confused why I no longer felt in control of my emotions, and I really got frustrated deep down inside. I couldn't understand why. Um, and then I went into a boxing class. I actually went to Box Union, and they're like a boxing to the beat.
Shout out to Box Union. Shout out.
No, seriously, that's kinda where it all started. I went to Box Union, took a class with, Coach Lowe, who's actually one of my best friends now,
Okay.
and she really inspired me because during her classes, like, she would say a lot of inspirational stuff, and I remember after my first class, I got super emotional, and I was like, "I'm coming back. That felt so good. I'm coming back." I low key died, but I'm coming back. And I kept coming back, it was very consistent. I found a community within Box Union, and they became my really good friends, and I fell in love with boxing. And then the more inspirational things I kept hearing people around me inspired me to create this brand because I was like, "There's so many different types of boxers out
Yeah.
here. There's so many different types of people dealing with mental health that we don't
Yeah.
know about."
Yeah.
And honestly, it's like whether you go boxing, you take Pilates, whatever it is, like everyone kind of has their own outlet. And it was just nice to have something that you would think is just very like male dominant.
Right, right.
And, here's a female coming and being like, let's change this and not make it so tough, but here's the soft side of
I love
boxing.
that. I love that. What has been the most powerful reaction that you've seen by someone who's been wearing your brand?
I would say what's really hit me is when I've had people from across the country reach out to try to get some of the merch. I actually had one guy who was opening his own gym and he bought so much stuff and I was so surprised. We had no interaction. He had no idea who I was. We had one video that dropped that I put a lot of effort into, and that's kind of like what blew up the brand. He saw the video, he hit me up, and he was like, your brand literally is what I want my gym to represent. And that's basically showing that it doesn't matter what level of boxing that you are, we're here to welcome all types and all levels, all people. There's no discrimination.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing that I wanted was there is no discrimination in
Yeah.
boxing. There is like no discrimination in life. Like life's already so hard.
Girl, tell me about it. Speaking of life being hard, what do you do to take care of yourself outside of the gym? I know you work out. We know you have your work life, but what else does it look like for Michelle when you have time to take care of you?
Honestly, just spending time with my family, my friends, my boyfriend, and I think just, like, I'm really big of, like, a foodie.
Oh, I
So,
like to eat.
I just like trying new places. I think the biggest thing that I really enjoy trying is different coffee shops.
Okay,
I'm, like,
but coffee,
really
that's
big.
not food.
I know, but, as a nurse practitioner, all you live off of is caffeine.
Okay, 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 okay.
But, yeah, I love trying different places. Food-wise, I have a wide variety. I mean, I love pizza, I love Asian food,
Okay.
Hispanic food,
Yes.
so
Taco.
I'm just, like, really big on the Yelp. Yeah, exactly. Everything.
Yes, me
Any type
too.
of noodle.
Me too. Okay, we're going out after this, okay?
Okay, let's go eat.
Yes, please. Okay, you've already kinda talked about how boxing can be a form of therapy for women, for
Mhm.
everybody because it doesn't discriminate. What else do you want to see in the boxing space that welcomes women? Like, what else needs to change? I know what you do, but what have you noticed at some gyms or with some instructors that you're like, that's not really the vibe?"
That's a hard question. I think one thing is, I would say clicks.
Ooh, is it clicky? Can it be clicky?
It can be clicky in the sense of, like, who you come in with at times, what levels you are. I think I also want to see more females rooting for females.
In every industry.
In the sense, yeah. So it's like, say someone is an influencer. It's like maybe you're inspired to be an influencer. I want that person to be just as motivating for the person who's just starting.
Right.
I think it's just being something like that. And I think I've had to learn that myself is coming from someone who literally isn't like an amateur boxer, has never had a professional fight. I really have nothing boxing behind my name.
Yeah.
There's no boxing on my
Yeah.
resume.
Yep.
It's like, how am I gonna get people to represent my brand or like want to help me?
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of like what the biggest part for me was finding people who were willing to support me, even though I was nobody in the boxing world. And I just want more of that. I feel like a lot of people are hesitant to go out of their little bubble because they're worried that what are people gonna think?
Right.
Am I gonna have the support? And honestly, like from my perspective, coming from nothing, there's so many people who are willing to support you.
But there's still some cliques within the
Yeah.
sport that,
But
makes it.
I always say, like, if nobody hates you, then you're doing something wrong.
I like that, honey. Nobody hates you, then you're doing something wrong. Nobody hates you, then, I mean, what are we even doing here?
Exactly.
Okay, last question for now, because I have so many other things I wanna
Of
pick your
course.
brain about. Who is in your corner? Coach, family, boo?
I would definitely say in my corner when it comes to boxing is my boyfriend.
Okay, is he a boxer?
Yeah, he
Tell
boxes
us about
too.
boxing boyfriend boo, honey.
Working out together,
Okay.
boxing together, that's definitely been like our niche, how we like fell more in love with each other. And I think that was a big deal. It was an outlet for both of us. It continues to be an outlet. And then just inspiring each other to work out. And then, like we hold mitts for each other, exercising together. They say that couples that exercise together are
Okay.
better together, like
Better.
fitness wise.
Okay, make sure I'm sure better together in many aspects, but yes, continue.
And then also, like, in the aspect of, like, my brand, my parents have been very supportive. My dad is, like, so cute. He when it first drops, he's, like, the one in there. He likes to sew and stuff, so he's in there, like, helping me create, like, my merch. He's in there, like, helping me fold things up.
Oh, shout out, Dad.
Yeah, he's super supportive, so is my mom, and I think just my family in general have been very supportive of everything, like, they wear my brand, they're constantly, like, posting the brand, and same with just, like, my boxing community, like, I've had so many friends and just people who, like, hear about the brand and they continue to support me, and honestly, I wouldn't say I just have a corner, like, I have a whole ring.
Oh, I
I
like
love the ring.
no,
I'm very
it's
blessed.
not a corner, but an entire ring.
Yeah.
Love that. So that was incredible. Your story, I'm sure, has inspired people out there who are watching. It's definitely inspired me. I say this every time, but I'm gonna get my butt in a boxing ring.
Yeah?
I've only been boxing once officially, twice unofficially, but after talking to you, I'm like, okay,
Let's
y-
box together.
seriously, don't knock me out. Or do.
No, we'll just work out together. It'll
Let's
be
work
fun.
together,
Yeah.
okay. So that was a little bit more serious, but now we're gonna have a little bit more fun. We're gonna play some games. We're gonna do rapid fire. So you guys out there, stay tuned because we're going to put Michelle to the test, feet to the fire.
Okay.
We are back. It is time for one of my favorite segments, the rapid fire segment. Are you ready for some rapid fire?
I am.
So basically, I'm going to throw some questions out and you just got to answer them as fast as you can, or you lose and you don't get a prize at the end of the episode.
Okay, focus.
Okay, focus, focus, focus. Boxing gloves or meditation session?
Boxing gloves.
Why?
Because it's therapy in its own.
Okay. Ooh, smoothie or food after the gym?
Food after the gym.
Why?
Because I'm hungry. Protein. We need protein.
Point. Early morning workout or late night grind?
Early morning workout.
Favorite self-care ritual?
Ooh, Korean med spa.
Need some recommendations. One word that your coach would use to describe you?
Crazy.
Why? Are you crazy?
Because I'm silly. I'm like silly, but I focus. I'm all over the place.
Last time you cried happy tears?
This morning.
Why? About what? What you crying about?
Because I was like, wow, I'm given this opportunity. Honestly, I was excited. I was like, talking to my boyfriend. I was like, I can't believe that this is happening. Like, it was like a big deal to me. And I feel like it's one of those things where sometimes like happiness is a little bit more emotional and you just feel it. And the happy tears are always good tears.
Last time you cried sad tears?
Ooh, probably last week.
Okay. Okay.
I was just exhausted. Work had been like working me really hard being a nurse practitioner. It's like COVID, flu, and RSV season, so everyone's sick. My days are becoming longer and I was just exhausted.
Ugh. Thank you for your service in the medical field. Hold on, because that's a lot. I'm so serious. Okay, what is your go-to height song before you spar?
Ooh, right now.
Past and present. Let's do present.
Okay, right now it's a weird one, but
What?
it's Burning Blue by Mariah the Scientist, which isn't even like a hype song. I'm like a very like R&B soul girl, so it's like something that got me like singing and vibing. I'm like loose, I'm ready.
Okay, okay. And then back in the day when you first started, like, what were some of your hype songs?
Bad Bunny for sure. Anything that like, you know, make me shake a little bit,
Yeah.
dance.
Girl, it's time to get back on the Bad Bunny kick because Super Bowl.
I know.
Okay, sorry, Mariah.
For me.
Move over, Mariah. We're going back to Bad Bunny. Most used emoji when you texting your team?
Oh, probably the cricket. The cricket emoji, because everyone be like silent. I'm like, hello. Where you guys at? Do you guys want to work out right now? Silence, cricket.
Most used emoji when you texting your man, who's also a boxer?
The heart, for sure. Or the kissy face, actually. Probably the kissy face.
What is more important, discipline or peace?
I would say peace.
Why?
Because honestly, like when you're at peace, it brings discipline. Because if you're in a good space, everything around you is basically pretty lined up.
Fast. With flying colors. Rapid fire. We could not stump you. You were worried that you would.
I was getting on the rest. I think I broke a little sweat.
I think you had the answers before the test.
I snuck a little bit.
It's okay. It's okay. We like a committed boxing queen. You crushed it. Now we're gonna go even a little bit deeper.
Okay.
We're gonna play red light, green light. Do you remember that game, red light, green light?
Like when you can go and stop?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the next time.
Childhood.
Like, right? High five. Red light, green light when we come back. Red light means stop. Green light means go. And we're gonna play one of our favorite childhood games. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Put everyone else's needs before your own. You do?
That's my job.
Oh my goodness, Michelle! How does that make you feel to like say that?
Honestly, I am a very nurturing person. I think it just comes very naturally. If the people around me are well, then I feel well. But I do know the balance, but definitely people before me.
Okay. Red light, green light. Take a rest day without guilt. Good for you. Tell me more about
All
that.
the time.
Okay. What does a rest day look like for you?
Rest day to me is basically cleaning at home. I really enjoy cleaning and just like having things tidied up. I feel like if I have a messy place, then I feel like kind of not at ease.
Mm-hmm.
So if my space is clean, then I feel like at peace.
So come to my house then, honey.
Yeah. I watch, like, Instagram videos of how people clean, like, I find a lot of joy in that.
Okay, well, listen, you're not gonna see me clean on my Instagram because that is not my strong suit. Crying in the gym counts as therapy. Tell me more.
I hear a lot of people who say that, like, they're in the middle of, like, working out or even punching a bag, and it brings out the most emotion in them, and that's kinda like the moment when they cry is when they're hitting the bag, and I feel like that's just because physically you can release everything without some people just take a pillow and they scream. Now people punch a bag. I've felt that before, especially if the song hits that's playing while you're, like, punching the bag, definitely brings a lot of emotions, and it feels good. It's like first you cry because you feel the emotions, but then afterwards you're like, "I'm crying because I feel good."
So you've cried during a sparring session or cried like during punching bag, like punching the bag?
I
Yeah.
cried during, specifically when I was still going to box union.
Uh-huh.
The music hit, I was emotional. It was, like, one of those places where the lights are pretty dim, and I was just like everything hit, I was just like, "I'm healthy right now. I'm given this opportunity that I'm able to breathe, move my body," and I just felt super blessed, and the emotions came out, and I just felt good.
I love that. Working out to punish yourself instead of working out to feel good. Okay.
Did I do that right?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so yeah, so red light or green light on working out to punish yourself or working out instead of working out to feel good. So you don't work out to punish yourself ever.
No.
Okay.
There's no I feel like a lot of people are like, "Oh, I need to work out because I ate this much."
I was gonna say, girl, and as an athlete, I know better, but I'm one of those people who will be like, "Oh, I just had X amount of pieces of pizza last weekend at a kid's party, and a glass of wine, and a cookie. How are we gonna rectify this?"
I mean, I definitely think about that, like, when I do exercise and I think about what kind of routine I'm gonna do, but I think the mindset for me is that I'm constantly, like, working at my hardest, and I know that there's days where they say, like, your 100% isn't always 100%, you give whatever that 100% is at that moment, and I feel like working out shouldn't be torturous, right? It should be fun, it should feel good, so I never want to look at exercise as I am punishing myself.
That's right, girl. Say that again for me. For me. Saying no is a form of self-care. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm learning how to do that.
Is it hard for you to say no to people?
It is, like, sometimes I mean, I'm 32 now,
Mhm.
and you would think that I'd still wanna, like, go out late at night, but really there's times where I just wanna lay in bed and do nothing and go to sleep. It's like 8:30. It's not all the time, but, sometimes you just don't wanna hang out, and, again, being a people pleaser or putting people first, it's hard for me to be like, "How do I not go out?"
Say no. Give yourself 6 or 7 years, you're gonna be like, "Never.
No, I'm dead.
Absolutely not." Checking your phone between rounds.
Mm.
Why?
Because then it's like you're not living in the moment.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're working out, you should really just focus on, like, what's in front of you. And I mean, most people work out for anywhere from like 45 minutes to an hour and a half, right?
Mhm.
So I think stepping away from devices during that time is part of like the exercise, is basically learning that there's more beyond just your phone. I'm the type of person who gets really irritated with people who like,
The influencers in the gym.
no, not even. I
Okay.
support them.
Okay.
I'm more annoyed with the people who are, like, taking up a machine and because 'cause they're just, like, texting or, like, they're, like, scrolling. I'm like, "Dude, it's literally, like, peak hour right now at the gym. Everyone's waiting, and you're just straight up chilling, like, going through reels right now."
Read the room, people.
Literally, like
At the boxing gym, at the regular gym, read the room. Get off the machine, go sit in the corner.
yeah.
If you're not gonna work out, you're gonna be on your phone. Pet peeve as well. Okay. You can be soft and strong. How are you soft and strong?
I am soft because I definitely feel all the emotions. I'm very sensitive.
Okay.
Strong because, let's see, I mean, I can squat, like, a lot right now.
Okay. What's a lot? Tell me what's a lot?
Um, shoot, I need my boyfriend here to tell me my PR because I don't know it off the top of my
And
head.
how many reps? Just one like good.
Till failure.
Okay, till failure. Okay.
Yeah. But basically, I've been squatting really heavy recently, which has kind of been transformation of my body the most. And then also just being able to get hit in the head and punched, I feel makes me strong, even though like deep down inside I want to cry.
Oh,
But then you just learn to be a bad bitch and
yes.
just go through it.
Well, listen, when you and I go sparring and boxing, please don't hit me in the head.
No, I wouldn't. Not the money maker.
I'm not ready for that. I'm not there yet. Healing never really ends. It evolves. Red light, green light on that. More. Tell me more.
Healing, I feel like constantly life is being thrown at people. So even when you feel like you've healed from something, there might be something that triggers that again. And it's more of like, how do you react to that? So that's a part of the growth of healing, of evolving. I feel like it's never really resolved or over because there's always going to be triggers in life. And deep down inside, even though if we like find that it doesn't actually bother us, it's still something that will trigger internally or it'll remind us of something. And it's a matter of like, how do you overcome that now that it's brought up again?
When you and your boyfriend spar, like, do you ever
Oh,
actually
hell yeah.
physical? Like,
We fight.
you fight.
Yeah.
So green light on that.
Yeah.
Because
Sure.
some couples don't. Like some couple, I've met women, who say like, oh no, we don't. Like, we
Oh, no, we do.
okay.
Absolutely.
So it's not just training in tandem or training like adjacent. Like you actually
Yeah, yeah.
get
Yeah,
into it.
we punch each other.
Okay.
I mean, I always am like, "Dude, why are you punching me so hard?"
Right.
But, like, there's still, like, if he has a clean shot, he'll take it. He won't, like, knock me out,
Right.
but he'll definitely take it, and I will go hard.
Do you guys ever have like fights, like arguments after you fight
Oh, no,
because of how hard one of you has hit the other person?
no, I think it's, like, as soon as, like, he realizes or I realize that we got, like, such a clean shot or a hard shot, we were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," we hug, and then we kiss, and then we, like, continue. But yeah, no, it's never, like, anything that's hard like that.
Until the next episode.
It's later outside the ring when you really wanna beat them up. You're like, "Why'd you do that?"
Right, exactly. Okay, so this was really good. You passed the second test. I threatened you at the beginning. I was like, well, if you don't pass this test, you're not getting your prize.
Prize.
And still TBD on that. No, just kidding. I think you're gonna get it.
I'll still earn it. I'll work for it.
Yeah,
But
no, you've already earned it, girl. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break, but when we come back, we are gonna get a little movement going and have our energy flowing because Michelle's gonna teach me a few things about what she knows about boxing, and I'm gonna get in the proverbial ring.
Perfect.
Come right back.
All of Norbert's mats go through a few stages of quality control. They go through the sewing process where multiple people look at the mats, make sure that the stitches are even and correct. And then they go through another set of quality control as they're being stuffed and the foam is being put in, they get looked at again, and then a third time as they're packaged. So they go through 3 steps at least of being looked at and made sure that they are up to our standard. We don't send out mats that we don't feel look exactly right.
Brought to you by Norbert's Athletics, trusted by gyms and athletes for more than 40 years. From mats to full studio setups, they are the foundation behind every strong performance. Now, we still have Michelle with us today. How you feeling?
I'm good.
Okay. So now I've heard about how you blend strength with meditation. But before we talk about that, let's talk about your merch, your brand, your clothing that feels so good and it looks even better than it feels.
I'm glad that you like.
Yes.
These 2 shirts that we are both wearing are the 2 newest drops that the Untold had. This one I'm wearing says boxing changes lives. Obviously that's the whole biggest thing is that boxing has changed so many people's lives. And yours is the newest drop. It says I am boxing. And then if you can kindly turn around.
Yes.
There are some words that a lot of people have described boxing to them, such as strong, resilient, therapeutic, fearless, wise, tough, gritty, and it's just so on and so forth. And it basically just talks about like how you are all those things. So you are boxing because you are everything that's listed in the back.
Now, for what it's worth, I was gonna have to fight. I was gonna try to fight Michelle for this one because obviously they're both so super fly. But this one, I'm like, this one is calling my name. But we'll talk about that later. Very vintage. That's what I love. But this one, again, this one's also a winner. Can you show me a little bit of something? I've learned maybe uppercut, jabs, but show me a new boxing skill that I can take with me and go out into these LA streets and defend myself.
Okay, so something that I really like that we're working on in my gym right now, I go to Suavecito Boxing. So right now we're working on defense. And one thing that we're working on is what we call the parry.
Okay.
So the parry is basically just a little swipe across the face, just a little one, a little less subtle than that.
You're like, just calm down, simmer down.
So basically the way I like to explain it is almost like you're just scratching your nose a little bit.
Okay.
And what that is when you parry, when someone's coming in with a jab, you're going to parry their punch as it's coming to you. So then that way it's like you're redirecting their punch. So I'm going to come at you.
Okay.
So as I'm coming at you, you're going to parry my hand. So go ahead and parry it. There you
So
go.
I actually touch your hand.
So you want to aim for my wrist. So as I'm coming in, you're going to go ahead and parry it before I can reach you. Damn, girl, you feisty.
Was that too hard? If I'm too aggressive?
Yeah, it's good. Okay. Basically, someone would come at you at full speed. So as someone's coming, yeah, you just go and sway.
Don't know if that was correct, but it felt good.
Yeah, so like if you're gonna use it on the streets, if someone's coming at you, you would just parry.
Okay.
So a lot of the times, like when people are fighting, just stay really settle and relax. Is a punch is coming, and then your hands are open, and you just parry away.
Okay.
And then, like I said, just like you're scratching, you can do it the other way.
And when I parry, do I also like move my head and my neck? Or
just slightly,
Slightly.
a little bit, yeah, because you just basically are gonna go off center. So just like you're doing.
Okay. Okay.
So you're scratching your nose, and you're going the opposite direction of your hand.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like a dance move.
it is.
Wait.
That's the other thing.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of dancing, I've heard a little birdie has told me that you like to dance, you like to move it between sets so that you can calm down. Show me what you do. Show me what you got.
When you're boxing, your fight or flight, everything is really high and intense, especially like if you're sparring or even just in between rounds. Like, we're constantly stressed. Our shoulders are always up. Coach is always like, you got to relax. So the best way I relax is a couple things. So when I either shake it out, wiggle it out in between rounds, or I'm like really into this one,
Okay.
is I'll do like some sort of dance move. And honestly, like any type of dance, like depending on the song, I'll even do a couple steps or anything like that.
Okay.
Sometimes me and the girls do a little bit of a dork.
Let's see it. Come on. We gotta get the full experience now. We gotta make sure I'm feeling like I'm in the ring with you.
Yeah, I mean, me and my friends, we do some weird, crazy dancing like that. Definitely.
Okay.
Or, just being silly and just doing like anything to kind of just like get your body moving and just relaxing. So that way when you go back in and you're like, okay, I'm reset. It's fun. I'm not tense. I'm not anxious anymore. Everything's just chill.
Does that always help? Or do you sometimes feel like, okay, you get so silly with your girlfriends that it moves your focus from the actual boxing?
No, actually, because you go in and you're basically all reset again. So everything just feels good. If I don't reset in that way of being silly and grounding myself again, I'm just in there and I'm freaking out. Everything is just so tense. My punches aren't doing good. So when I go and I come out and I really just relax, or I dance, or I do something silly, I go back in and I'm okay, I'm smiling again. I'm happy. And then you hear the bell and then you're serious. It just feels good. I don't know. It's like a weird reset.
No, this is perfect.
Really?
This is perfect. Listen, I love the shirts. Love the shirts.
Thank
Love that I learned how to parry. And I love
you. Make it like a dance.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And as a dancer, I love to know that you dance to loosen up to go into the ring. Stick around. We do have a very special something for you because we're so thankful to have you a part of Her Corner. Stay tuned. Michelle, we have a very special token for you made possible by Studio Printing. Thank you, Studio Printing, for gifting us with this gift to get Michelle. It is a little holiday-inspired token. Wait till you get home because you're gonna be very surprised.
I will. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And thank you so much for your time. Thank you for sharing Untold with us. Thank you for letting us know your story, letting everyone out there know your story. And I, for real, am inspired, and I like my new swag.
Yes, girl, looks good on you.
Where can everyone find you?
So we have an Instagram. It's at @Untold, UNTLD, or we have a website, which is theuntoldofficial.com.
And can we find you and follow you at your personal, or you're like, no?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is it?
My personal Instagram is it's Michelle, ITSMEESHL.
Follow me at Erica Renee D and follow Her Corner wherever you follow social media. Until next time, see ya.
Thank you.